Good morning, everyone. I have started the day in Rome quite early. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning and took a bus to Piazza del Colosseum to see the grand amphitheatre, which you can see on my right. While going towards the ticket counter, I want to give you some tips. Today is the first Sunday of the month, so it's a free entry day. You don't need to book tickets online for this day. Instead, you line up at the counters in Piazza del Colosseum or near the Roman Forum. Entry is limited. You can explore the ground and second levels, but not the arena floor, underground, or the top tiers. Guides are usually not included on these days either. The gates usually open around 9 am and closing times change with the seasons. Typically 4:30 pm in winter up to 7:15 pm in summer. Last entry is 1 hour before closing. On regular days, a standard ticket is about 18 euros, which covers the Colosseum, Roman Forum, and the Palatine Hill for 24 hours. For the full experience ticket, which is around euros 24, you also get access to the arena floor and underground. Free days draw massive crowds, so it is best to arrive early morning as queues can be very long. While I walk a little more, let's dive into history. The construction began under Emperor Vespasian around AD 70 to 72, finishing under the Titus in AD 80. The colossal inaugural games lasted over 100 days, filled with epic spectacles, beast hunts, gladiator battles, executions, and even mock naval battles. As I am quite early, I can see the queue has just started to form. In the internet, I have seen that a lot of people ask, where is the ticket office? This is the view. You need to remember that it is just opposite of this view. Right at 8:30 in the morning, the ticket office has opened. It's only just after 8:30, and you can see there is a huge crowd build up already happened. We have got our tickets and we are heading back inside the Colosseum. On entry, you will find the security where your bags will be checked. Please note, no large bags are allowed. After the checking, there will be a place where your tickets will be checked, and on that you will be getting entry to the Colosseum. We step past the ticket check and finally enter the Colosseum. The first impression is overwhelming. The arches rise above us, framing the sky, and the sheer size of the space makes us feel small. Walking onto the ground level, we are standing where tens of thousands once gathered. The floor that once covered the arena is gone, revealing the underground chambers below, the hypogeum. From here, you can see the network of walls and corridors where gladiators and wild animals and stage crews prepared before being lifted up through trapdoors into the arena above. Looking around, there are 80 entrances in this massive elliptical amphitheatre, designed so crowds up to 65,000 spectators could enter and leave within minutes. On our way to the second floor. Now we begin the climb upwards. The stairs are worn but sturdy, spiraling slowly as we rise higher. You can almost feel the footsteps of millions who have passed here before us. Romans in togas, travelers through the centuries, and now us, making our way to the upper levels. We reach the second floor corridor. It's wider than expected. Along this gallery are small displays of artifacts that tell the story of the Colosseum and Roman entertainment. Here we see fragments of marble seats inscribed with the names of senators and nobles. One display shows ancient weapons, short gladiatorial swords called gladi, helmets with elaborate crests, and pieces of armor. Some are reconstructed, but others are original fragments that survived centuries of decay. There are also inscriptions, stone plaques honoring benefactors or marking victories. These details remind us that the Colosseum was more than just a stadium. It was a stage of power, politics, and propaganda. Stepping out in the open arches of the second floor, the view hits us immediately. Looking inward, the arena spreads below, an elliptical theatre of stone. From here, we can see the entire hypogeum, the maze of underground chambers and passageways that were once hidden from the crowd. Above us, higher tiers rise where ordinary Romans once sat. The third tier for merchants, the fourth for the poor, and the very top for women and slaves. From this vantage point, it's easy to picture the Colosseum filled to capacity. Turning outward, the arches frame spectacular views of modern Rome. Through one arch, the Arch of Constantine stands tall, built in AD 315 to celebrate Emperor Constantine's victory. Through another, the Roman Forum stretches out, dotted with ruined temples and basilicas. And in the distance, you can see the domes of churches, the tiled roofs, and the busy streets of the Eternal City. We walk slowly along the outer gallery, stopping at each arch to take in a different angle. The Palatine Hill to the west, once home to emperors, the Esquiline Hill in the distance, and all around us, the pulse of Rome blending past and present. The sunlight shifts as we move, casting shadows across the arches. The stone is rough, marked by centuries of weather, yet it still stands strong. Standing here, we are reminded that this amphitheatre has survived earthquakes, plundering, and neglect, yet it continues to dominate Rome's skyline. From this level, we are not just looking at the Colosseum, we are looking at the heart of Rome itself, the engineering genius, the artistry, the scale of ambition. All of it comes together in this view. It is easy to lose track of time here, wandering from arch to arch, soaking in both the inner history of the arena and the outward beauty of the Eternal City. We are finishing our visit inside the Colosseum. We exit and walk over to the Palatine Hill entrance, located just outside along the street. It's included with the same ticket as the Colosseum, so we show it at the gate and step straight in. Immediately, the atmosphere changes. The crowds and noise are left behind, and we find ourselves surrounded by green spaces, tall pine trees, and the crumbling remains ancient walls. It feels calmer here, almost like entering an outdoor museum where history and nature blend together. This is Palatine Hill, one of the 7 hills of Rome and the legendary birthplace of the city. According to Rome mythology, it was here that Romulus chose to found Rome in 753 BC after defeating his twin brother Remus. Centuries later, this hill became the most prestigious place to live in the empire, chosen by emperors for their grand palaces. Walking further inside, we pass the remains of the Domus Flavia and Domus Augustana, both built under Emperor Domitian in the late 1st century AD. These vast residences once contained grand reception halls, private quarters, and open courtyards. Today, only the foundations and broken walls remain, but the sheer size gives us a sense of how powerful and wealthy the emperors truly were. This is Circus Maximus, where once chariot racing used to happen in the Roman Empire. Along the paths, smaller ruins catch the eye. Pieces of marble paving, fragments of columns, traces of mosaics peek through the grass. Even though without the Palatine Museum closed today because it's a free entry day, the ruins scattered across the hill tell their own story of luxury and power. The farther we walk, the quieter it feels. The sound of the city fades, replaced by bird song and the rustle of trees. It's easy to imagine why emperors chose this place, high above the noise to the gods, yet still overlooking the forum where Rome's life unfolded. Walking along the stone pathways, it's easy to imagine senators, merchants, and citizens bustling through the central square centuries ago. Here stands the Temple of Saturn, its tall columns reaching towards the sky and symbol of wealth and stability in the empire. The forum also holds traces of everyday life, fragments of statues, worn steps, scattered columns, hint at markets, public speeches, and religious ceremonies that once took place. Even in ruin, the scale and organization of space impress. Walking away, we leave behind the grandeur of the Colosseum, the legendary heights of the Palatine Hill, and the historic heart of Rome in the Forum, carrying with us the stories, ruins, and timeless spirit of the eternal city. Thank you.